Hi there folks, and welcome to the What Solutions for this week's Daily Rigour, issue number 185 in the first edition of the year 2020. So we start off with the 1p challenge, and we're asking how much would a person save by the end of 2020 if they stuck to this savings plan. So you could do it the very long way. You save 1 pence on day one, the 1st of January, 2 pence on day two, the 2nd of January, 3 pence on the 3rd of January, and you add up all the number of days that there are in a year. But is there a quicker way to do it? Well, when you actually get, I don't know if you used a bit of Google or whatnot, but if you do take your maths all the way up to advanced higher, you get introduced to the summation formula. So it's n bracket n plus 1 all over 2, where n is the number of numbers that you're adding up. So if you want to get the sum of the first 10 numbers, you do 10 times 10 plus 1 divided by 2. In other words, it's like 10 times 11, which is 110, and then divide by 2, which is 55. So you can actually add up those numbers really, really quickly. Well, we want to add up the number of days in 2020, basically. So there's usually 365 days in a year, but of course 2020 is a leap year, so that's the first mistake you might have made there, where there's 366 days in this year. So we're going to substitute 366 in for n in the two places that we see it in our formula. Now how do we work this out? Well, you've got to do, just with your order of operations, you've got to do the sum in the bracket first of all. So it becomes 366 bracket 367 all over 2. We're then going to multiply out the bracket, so we do 366 times 367, which gives us 134,322. And then last of all, we're going to divide that by 2 to get an answer of 67,161. But of course, this would be our answer in pence. So to change to pounds, we divide by 100. So you would have saved a total of £671 and 61 pence. And if you got that correct answer by doing it the long way, then you've got my ultimate respect, guys. Okay, so on to story number 2. So there's this new toilet design that they're actually thinking of designing with an idea of increasing productivity at work by reducing the amount of time that people spend in the toilet, because on average 28 minutes of each working day is lost spending it in the toilet. So how much would this be each working week, assuming the working week of course is Monday to Friday? Well, we'd have to multiply that 28 by 5 to get 140 minutes. So how many 60s go into 140? Well, it's 60, 120, so that's going to be 2 hours with 20 minutes left over to make that up to 140. So can you calculate the size of the shaded angle in the picture? Well, it told you in the question that the toilet is actually decreased by 13 degrees. So this of course is a straight line. The size of this angle in here is 13. So to get this big reflex one here, we take 13 away from 180 to get 167 degrees. Now it wouldn't be an issue of the Daily Rigour without a couple of graphs. So this time we've been told that streaming is responsible for 75% of all album sales in 2019. So there are 154 million albums altogether. So how many albums were purchased last year by streaming? So first things first, write the number out in full. 154 with 6 zeros. So 75% is 3 quarters, but it also tells you that in the question. So we find 1 quarter by dividing by 4, and then find 3 quarters by timesing that by 3. So that comes to this number here, which of course we were to give in words. So it's 115,500,000. Okay, so on to our final story. So I thought this was an incredible stat. So last year the SSE Hydro was the second busiest concert venue in the world, beaten only by the world famous Madison Square Gardens in New York when it comes to selling tickets. So $72,245,989 was made by selling 1,055,970 tickets. So what's the average price of a ticket to a concert at the Hydro? Well, it's the total amount of money made divided by the number of tickets. And if we put that into the calculator and then round to 2 decimal places, because the question does say to the nearest cent, we're looking for an answer of $68.42. So there you have it, folks. That was our What Solutions for issue number 185. Hope you enjoyed solving these problems, even number one if you did it the long way, and stay tuned for next week's edition when we're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and bye for now.